I'll just sum up disappointment and, you know, a catalogue of individual errors and a catalogue of everything. And I've never been a manager who comes on and says we have to apologise for the fans and we have to do this and that, because, you know, in football you have your bumps and bruises and your ups and downs, and, you know, but tonight's a tough night. It made no bones about it. It's a very, very, very tough night. As a manager of the club and for the players in the dressing room, it's always hard, because I'm not a manager who criticises players. I think when you have a belief in the players, you know, I represent the players first and foremost, to the supporters. And, you know, tonight was way off where we want to be as a team, and the game wasn't really going anywhere, with all due respect to the penalty. But we have that ability, you know, to where there's nothing really going on in the game and then we're one behind. And all I can sum it up for Wigan fans is we're so disappointed. And, you know, can we see the reaction against Bolton? That becomes an absolutely huge game for us as a football club now, because we've had so many opportunities to get away from this relegation zone, and unfortunately we haven't took them. And as a group, with me being the leader, you must take whatever criticism's coming around, and I've always wanted to be strong in football and I always will be. So tonight's as low as it gets, I suppose.
And how difficult is it to take given before the penalty? You were probably the side in the ascendancy.
I've got nothing to say on the game in general for Wigan fans. And, you know, when the goals change games, and we just give teams goals at really poor times, irrespective of formations and tactics. You know, football's about scoring at one end and keeping them out the other. And unfortunately for us now, you know, we've always been in games, we've always felt away from home. Even at Notts Forest, when we get beat, we were good. Tonight, in my opinion, we petered out and we were way off what's an acceptable performance for the team. And I'm not going to individualise players or anything, because as a group, Liam, Anthony, the staff, myself, we all take the blame. The challenges of these divisions are very, very strong. It's a different level of football. It's a different level for me, the players and everyone else. At times this year we've embraced it and we've looked great. Tonight we're at that point where, probably without a doubt, it's our lowest point of the season. So I always believe that you've got to take pain, and painful as it is tonight, you've got to let it sink in, and we'll see what Saturday brings.
And it's a case, I suppose, of rallying together and
not tonight. Not tonight. The players have no one's shouting and screaming in dressing rooms now. The pain is there for everyone. It's in your face. And as a group of people now, the pain will settle in, because if we are to maintain our status, we've got to win games. You know, at the minute tonight, that was as low as we've been, because Saturday we can go on about refereeing decisions and everything else. Tonight just was way off what would be an acceptable performance. And under my tenure, I genuinely felt we haven't had too many of them, but tonight was one without a shadow of a doubt.